Yo, yo. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's popping? What's good, what's good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham in the building. So, yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chats. Shout out to April MC in the building. Shout out to Joe Blast in the building. What's going on? Unique 79 in the building. Monogamous players up in here. Shout out to Danny. What's good? Certified Tyrone. 50 Fitzwell. Who else we got up in here? Drewster. What's going on? So we're gonna do a short show today. It's only gonna be like an hour. So I gotta fucking get this bad boy membership shit done. You know what I'm saying? So that you guys can have the heavy game for next month. You feel me? But yeah, man. But today, real quick, I wanted to talk about, I titled this "Are You Smashing?" Okay, and I want to talk about, is your game actually getting you sex? You feel what I'm saying? We need to know, is the game really that the strategy you're using, is it getting you sex? Because if it's not, then
intercourse with you. Yeah, intercourse with you. Relations.
You know what I'm saying? So is it getting your ass some sex, people? So I'm gonna break it down. We're gonna break this shit down, but let's first do what we gotta do up in this.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just, they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds, so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry, because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Joe. You be 6'8", have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust. They just like, oh no, not him. Nah, boo boo.
The bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't know accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
All right, we back on this shit right here. So shout out to everybody in the chat, man. So are you smashing? Is your game, is your strategy getting you sex? Now, the reason why I came up with this topic is I think it's a very important topic that guys need to actually basically like think about when it comes to game, because a lot of times people say things that sound nice. It sounds like, it's gonna help you out. It sounds like it's gonna be beneficial to you, but it doesn't really yield you the results you want. So if you're talking about you hooking up with girls, having sex with girls, if you're talking about it in that vein, you have to ask yourselves, is what I'm doing actually getting me to sex? Now, I did a program, I actually did a seminar a few years ago called the Truth About the Game seminar, right? Now, in that seminar, I had a whole portion where I was talking about the things that can actually, stop you from having sex with a woman. Meaning, from the moment you say what's up or hi or text a girl on Instagram or text a girl on Tinder, from the moment you say that to the moment where you're trying to actually have sex, there's all these things in between that can stop you from having sex. So, for example, if you see a girl, across the street and you want to holler at her and you're like, okay, let me go holler at her. You say what's up to her. Right? And let's say she responds and you actually start talking. And then let's say you actually get as far as y'all exchange the numbers. And then when you text her, when she hits you up, you try to set something up, she flakes, she doesn't hit you back or whatever. She's being unresponsive. So therefore, nothing is going to happen with that girl. So even though you met that girl in the street, you hollered at her, you got information, you still ain't fuck. Right now, this is the type of stuff that's going to happen regardless when you're out here in the game doing what you do, right? So when I teach game to you guys, I want you guys to understand that you have to think about what is the strategy that I use that's going to actually get me to where I want to go, which is the sex. So if you're trying to get sex, is the strategy you're using getting you to the sex, right? On sort of like a consistent basis that you would deem like favorable. So for some guys, you might say, look, I want to, smash a chick at least once a week, or I want to have sex 3 times a week. I like to have sex every day, whatever it is for you. Is what you're doing yielding you that result? Or is what you're doing just sort of getting you in a lot of non-sexual situations, right? And that's what's going to happen when your strategy doesn't get you to the goal of where you're trying to get to. Right. So, for example, this is why when we talk about looks, guys, right? And all of you guys should get this book, Looks Don't Matter. Make sure you guys go to MrLocario.com to get that book right now. Right. So a lot of guys are so caught up on looks, right? Looks this, looks that, looks this. Right now, ain't nothing wrong with, a chick thinking you're physically attractive. Ain't nothing wrong with a chick being attracted to you because of your looks. And that happens sometimes. But is your looks the thing that is actually getting you to the sex most of the time? And what happens is the answer is no. You understand what I'm saying? For example, I did a video a while back. You can look this up on the channel where I showed you all the women that was hitting me up on Tinder talking about, hey, handsome, how you doing? Oh my God, you're so chocolate, all this other stuff, right? And I ain't fuck not one of them, right? So I'm getting a lot of non-sexual interaction with these women, right? And shout out to ARC because he's the one that, really brought home this whole non-sexual situation when we talk about this stuff. I'm getting all this non-sexual interaction with these women, but I'm not really having sex with them. So what happens is that even though they thought I was good looking, that still didn't get me the pussy. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what I try to get you guys to understand when I talk about it's not just about looks, because if it was just about looks, all those women who thought I was good looking, at least 99% of them, I would have been able to just go and fuck them, right? It would just be that simple. It'd be like, oh, so you think I'm cute, huh? All right, cool. So I'm going to come over at 8 o'clock and then just, that'd have been it, right? So you got to understand that your strategy, some of the times when you're doing certain things, is not going to yield you those results as far as getting sex. Another thing, we talk about choosing signals, right? Is the waiting for choosing signals getting you sex, right? So first of all, how long does it take for you to get these choosing signals? How many women are giving you the choosing signals? When you get the choosing signals, are they the women you actually want to fuck? And if they are you fucking them? You see what I'm saying? So what happens is for a lot of guys, it sounds nice, it sounds cute, it sounds sexy to say, yeah, I'm gonna just wait for choosing signals. I'm waiting for the chicks to choose up on me and all this other stuff. And yeah, you do get girls who will give you choosing signals here and there, but are you actually getting sex from these situations? And there's a lot of times where you're not gonna get sex from those situations. You might see a chick give you a choosing signal, you approach her, and then she start acting funny style because she's not feeling the vibe. Or you approach her, you start talking to her, you exchange numbers, but she never returns your call. Or you approach her, you hit her up, y'all set a date or you set a time to meet her, and then she's acting all wishy-washy and weird on the date. So what I'm saying is all of these things can happen, right? But you're relying just on the idea of waiting for choosing signals, but it's not necessarily getting you the sex that you want, and it's not getting it to you in the frequency that you want it. You see what I'm saying? This is what I want you guys to understand. It's very important, and these are the things that you don't learn or don't understand unless you're out there in the situation. Like Miles, I know you've been in situations where, you know, like everything seemed like it was going good on a date, everything was cool, and then the chick just fell off the earth, you know, fell off, and, you know, or you thought shit was gonna pop off and it didn't. You see what I'm saying? But what's your thoughts on all this shit, though?
Well, I mean, I think the most important thing is to maintain the game that you want to maintain.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I believe. All right. For example, like if you want to turn it into an example of a store, you know, if I'm 7-Eleven, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm not gonna like switch up. You know, if somebody comes to my store and they don't buy anything,
mm-hmm.
right? They come in the store, they look around and they don't buy anything. I'm not gonna like switch up and start selling mattresses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, or you know, I'm gonna continue to sell what 7-Eleven sells, and I'm gonna continue to stay open on the 7-Eleven schedule.
Right.
And I'll just wait for the customers that, you know, want what 7-Eleven got, because I'm a 7-Eleven franchise owner. So I'm gonna do what 7-Eleven does, and I'm cater to the people that want what 7-Eleven has.
Right.
And I feel like, you know, a lot of guys put, you know, the opportunity to get ass over their own character.
Right. Exactly.
And then I think that in itself is what reduces your chances of getting pussy or getting to smash.
Right.
You understand? Because look, I'm 7-Eleven. Somebody walks in the store and they don't buy anything. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna start selling mattresses. So I get rid of everything that usually has in the 7-Eleven, and I bring in a mattress.
Mm-hmm.
I bring in a bunch of mattresses. So now my store still says 7-Eleven.
Right.
But they walk into the 7-Eleven and they see a bunch of mattresses, and niggas is like, where's the soda? Where's the beer? Where's the
right? Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is going on? So now you changed up your whole situation, but just because one customer wasn't looking for what you had, and now when the other customers come back looking for what you usually sell,
right?
Now it's not there. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and that's what a lot of guys do. They switch up their whole character. They switch up their whole situation. You understand? And then so if you're always being inconsistent and you always switching up just to try to please that one particular customer, that's what's gonna definitely reduce your chances of smashing, because now when the next girl comes, she sees your, you know, she sees the sign, the 7-Eleven sign, but she pulls up to the store and she sees, you know, now you selling lamps. You know what I'm saying? Or you selling patio chairs or furniture now. And it's like, but I came for 7-Eleven. The 7-Eleven is supposed to have, like, you know, snacks and, you know what I'm saying, and beer and soda and shit. So what the fuck is going on here? Right. And so, you know, I feel like guys gotta really maintain their character and stop making the opportunity to get vagina more important than their own character.
Right. And you know, the reason why a lot of guys switch up a lot of times is because they don't actually understand what it is about them that makes them attractive to attract the situations that they want.
Right.
Right. And then so what a lot of guys do is they hear things, right? But they don't actually put in any work or take action to see if what they heard is going to work for them. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that, like, for example, when dudes be like, oh, well, just get your money up and then the women are going to come and yada, yada, yada. Now, let's say, for example, you got your money up, a chick knows you got money and you trying to smash, but this chick is like, yo, let's go out. Let's go get some bottles and shit. Let's party and blah, 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 blah. And she's doing that because she knows that you got some paper that you're going to spend on her and show her this good time and all this other stuff. So you're doing all this stuff, but you trying to smash, but you ain't fucking because your strategy, right, isn't working for you to fuck. You see what I'm saying? Now, all you're doing is getting this non-sexual attention from this woman who you really want to fuck, but what you're doing is the thing that's not helping you to get to the sex. You see what I'm saying? And so the problem is a lot of guys adhere to a lot of information that doesn't actually get them to the sex. And the reason why they're adhering to that information and they're sticking with it is because they never went out and tried it. See, this is the thing. If you guys take action a lot of this shit that you hear on the internet, you're going to realize that it's garbage. You understand? And you're going to realize that you actually are going to have to learn real fucking game. Because Miles, even when I remember you talked about how you have like a sort of like a script of what you say to these chicks on the online dating sites, which I think is good. And I think is brilliant, because what it does is that you've seen over and over again how that shit works for you.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And you see how it yields you the results to get to sex.
Yes.
You see what I mean? But a lot of guys, they don't have their script down. Do you see what I'm saying? They don't have the thing that makes them say, because it's even as simple as this. Like, I remember back in the day where I used to like I would go to a spot like right near my crib, because me and Miles used to live in Williamsburg and shit. So we had a few bars in the area. So I would take the chick, I say, meet me at this bar, maybe like 2-3 blocks from my house. And they go to the bar, we get to the bar, I start building the sexual tension, flirting with them, kissing them or whatever. And I say, hey, let's go back to my place. And my shit is like down the block. So it's real quick to get there, and then we get it in. So everything that I was doing, I could just replicate that and do that over and over again. Next chick, you meet me at that same bar. You understand what I'm saying? And then we get it in. You see what I mean? That's how you do it.
You know what I always think about? I always think about when you used to come visit me in Orlando.
Right.
This nigga, I need y'all to understand. Okay, y'all looks money status niggas.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga, when he used to come visit me, I didn't have such a big place in Orlando. So I had a fucking blow up mattress.
Right.
I had a blow up mattress, and then there was this little bar spot. Like literally like less than a block away from the spot from where I was staying. How Locario came to my city,
it was crazy,
and got more bitches going to that spot and fucking them on an air mattress.
It's crazy.
Than I could.
It's crazy.
Yo, I used to have to lock myself in my room while this nigga's fucking bitches on the air mattress. Y'all niggas talking about looks, money, and status. This nigga got more pussy on the air mattress than I did on a real bed.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I'm saying. And so all I'm saying is, dude, you got to understand, all you got to say to yourself is what I do, my strategy, my game, is it getting me to the sex?
Right.
And if it's not, then you got to switch that up to something that's going to work for you.
Right.
See, we're not telling you, when we say switch up, a lot of guys be doing shit, right? And they just switch up and do shit and switch up and do shit and switch up and do shit. But the reason why they're switching up all over the place is because they don't understand the game. So they're switching up to some other thing that they know nothing about. They're switching up to some other shit that they're still ignorant to what's actually going to help them get to the sex. You see what I'm saying?
You see, the thing is that there's a lack of patience as well. Because without patience, you're never going to know what might actually work.
Exactly.
You understand? Because the reason why I told the story just now about the air matches and all that shit is because Locario had, and this is where I learned a lot of shit from. I tell you guys, I learned a lot of shit from Locario, bro, because this nigga he showed me a lot about consistency.
Right.
Because Locario looked at it, just like how you explained how when we lived in Williamsburg, you would invite a chick to a bar near the crib, build up the tension, back to the crib, and it's close.
Right, exactly.
So Locario maintained that consistency that even when he visited me in a whole other city,
right, I did the same shit.
Kept the script the same.
Facts. That's what it is. That's what it is.
What y'all have to understand is that there was a point where Locario started doing that, and maybe the first couple of times it probably didn't necessarily work. But Locario had game and patience to and he fine-tuned, because here's the thing as well, you have to know who you are.
Right.
You understand? And Locario knows, he don't necessarily drive, and he loves for shit to be easy.
Exactly. So I'm like, look, straight over, just quickly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so logistically, he's like, I need for the spot that I invite her to be close to the crib. And then as soon as I build up the tension, I bring her back to the crib, which is in close proximity to the spot, and then boom, that's what it is.
Right.
So then he cultivated his game from there with consistency. A lot of you guys, here's what'll happen. You'll find a situation that works for you on a personal level, but you will discard it if maybe once in a while a chick says no. So imagine you'll have a system set up, right? And maybe the first chick you'll get to smash. Maybe the second chick you'll get to smash. And then the third chick, all of a sudden, she'll be the type of chick that, hey, maybe she's I don't know, she's maybe a prude or a nun or a social justice warrior or some shit, but she was really cute to you. And because she denied your situation and didn't smash, all of a sudden you want to throw all of that shit out the window and switch up the entire game.
Right.
Now you want to, you know what? I need to get my looks, money, and status up. So now I'm going to invite her to, an expensive rooftop bar that's in the middle of the city.
Right.
20 miles away from my house. And then I'm going to drive my Mercedes Benz, try to impress her. So I'll drive her all the way from the expensive rooftop bar all the way back to my house. Maybe I'll try that because that one last girl told me no.
Right. You know what's funny?
You know what I'm saying?
Is like you said, you got to understand yourself, but also you got to understand game and understand how women think and operate. Because a lot of the stuff that I was doing was stuff that I learned from dudes who was actually players, like guys who done it before me. So I listened to what the fuck they said. I said, oh, that makes sense. Okay, let me try that. And one of the things that I was taught, and this is something that I was taught, and then I realized it and experienced it and understood it even more. And guys, this is why you got to get on Patreon, because me and Miles just did a show yesterday. We was talking about how you got to be patient in the game, and it takes time to get to the game, right? But I remember one of the dudes was telling me, he was like, yo, you got to understand, like, I always talk about how striking while the pussy's hot. So he was saying that to me, and I was like, okay, so that makes sense. So if I'm at a spot like a block away from my house and the pussy is hot at the bar, it's easier for me to get her from the bar to my crib that quickly. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And so I was like, okay, well, let me just set it up that way. Right. And so what it is that when I saw that was yielding me the results, right, I just was like, okay, let me continue to do this and do this and do this. The problem is that when you guys don't go out there and try shit, right? When you guys don't go out there and actually make anything happen. Shout out to K Zag and 20. When you don't go out there and make anything happen, what you do is, and this is why the game takes time. This is why it takes time for you to understand the game, is because, unfortunately, because there's a lot of people on the internet that talk about this stuff, you got to say half of them don't really know what they're talking about. So what's going to happen is that you're going to stick to certain things that might not actually work for you. You understand? And then so but you should try it out. So all you looks, money, status motherfuckers, try it. Just try to get your money up. Try to do all of that shit and see how that works for you. All you guys who want to wait for choosing signals and never approach a girl unless she gives you a choosing signal, try that shit. I'm like, please, I'm inviting you. Please try this shit. I want you guys to go outside in whatever city you're in, or, if you're in New York City, if you're in Miami, if you're in fucking LA, whatever it is, go outside, go to an event and just chill and wait for the women to give you the choosing signal. See how that works for you. You see what I'm saying? Now, if that's the situation that actually works for you, right, and you're smashing because of that, then that's awesome. What I'm telling you is that from experience from myself, my friends, people that I've coached, I'm trying to give you the cheat code and telling you that that's usually not going to work. That's what I'm trying to tell you, right? So what happens is that when we're talking about, is your game actually working for you? If you go out there and let's say, for example, you do say, I'm going to go out and just chill and see if these choosing signals things work, right? You might go out there and be like, damn, I was out all night and not one chick looked at me. You know, saying that one chick was like really giving me like strong eye contact. You know what I'm saying? No chick was like really checking me out like that or whatever. You say, okay, let me try it again next weekend or the next day. Try it again. You're like, man, I had like one chick check me out, but she was like mad whack. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now you're starting to see that strategy is not yielding you the results that get you to sex. You see what I'm saying? So when I tell you guys, or when I talk about this stuff, I'm talking about what is actually going to work to get you to sex. That's why I get on guys who keep talking about it's just about looks, because look, you know how many women are going to say and think you're cute or handsome and still won't fuck you? Do you understand this? Like, y'all don't get this. You will have women tell you to your face, like, oh my God, you're so cute. You're so this, you're so that, and they still won't fuck you. You understand? Now, you might have some women who will, but what I'm saying is, and this is the key word here, is consistency. So if a woman sees you and she's like, oh my God, you're so cute, and then you fuck that girl because she was so enamored by your looks that she was so sexually attracted to you and turned on by your looks, that's cool. But if that happened to you that one time last year, that don't mean nothing, because it's not yielding you results consistently. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you every week you go out and every time you go to the bar with your friends, chicks just roll up on you because you're so cute and then they just fuck you off the strength of that, then yeah, then you would use that strategy because that strategy would be working for you. But for most guys, we know that's not how the shit actually goes.
Right.
Even if you are the type of guy that most women would consider good looking. You see what I'm saying? So when I talk about, oh, you know, it's not all about looks and looks don't matter, I'm not talking about it in the sense of, oh, well, you know, a chick is never going to be attracted to you because your looks want to fuck you. I'm talking about, does it happen consistently? And if the answer is no, then your strategy doesn't work. So if you're talking about choosing signals, cool. But do you get sex consistently because of choosing signals? If the answer is no, your strategy does not work.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? This is what I've been trying to tell you guys. But a lot of dudes, unfortunately, they don't understand how this shit goes. Right? See, even look, just Allah said, tricking yields consistent sex. That's true. If you're tricking, a lot of times you probably get easy sex. So as funny as that may sound, even though I don't really condone tricking, if a dude is like, well, I'm tricking and I'm getting the sex that I want, then that's his strategy to yield him to the sex.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So he's actually getting more sex than a nigga waiting for choosing signals. You understand what I'm saying? Even though he's tricking. You see what I mean? So it's like, it's crazy.
But for the guys out there, because I know there's somebody out there thinking about it. Explain what you mean by consistent.
Right. And consistent basically means this, guys. What you got to understand is consistent means that it happens often enough to your liking. You understand? So if you're the type of guy who's like, man, you know, like if you like to have sex like once a week at least, let's say you like to have sex once a week with a new chick, right? Is your strategy, your game, making you be able to have sex at least once a week with a new chick? Let's say you might say, you know what? I want to have sex a few times a week, but I want a rotation of 3 or 4 girls. Is your strategy getting you that 3 or 4 times a week consistent sex with those 3 or 4 girls? You might say, look, I just want a one bad chick that I fuck around with, you know, probably end up making her my girlfriend. Is what you're doing yielding you those results?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all about, you know, how much do you want that shit to go down, and is it going down in that manner? You understand? Because a lot of times what happens is that most guys don't want a situation where, or you probably wouldn't even want a situation like this either, where the worst part about this, there's a lot of guys that luck up on some pussy. You understand?
Macking by accident.
Exactly. I think Boss Mac talked about that. It's facts. There's dudes that they luck up on some ass. And the problem with lucking up on some ass is that you don't know what happened as to why that happened. You understand?
So it's hard for you to duplicate that. It's hard for you to replicate the process.
Exactly. It's like you're a one-hit wonder, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Locario, are you talking about me, Sushi?
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what happens. A lot of the dudes be on some one-hit wonder shit with the game. And so the problem is that you actually want it to happen again. You enjoyed that experience. It's like, damn, I want to fuck with another bad bitch, but you don't know what the fuck happened. You don't know what to do. Because what happens is sometimes you don't necessarily even do anything. It just sort of, the circumstances cause that to fall into your lap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we have a friend, We ain't gonna say his name, but you know what I'm talking about, the dude that we haven't seen in a long time. Not the one that likes to talk to a lot of girls, the other guy.
Yeah, I get you.
Right. So we have a friend, and a lot of times when I would hang out with this dude, and I swear, I feel like a lot of times he hung out with me because he knew he was gonna get some pussy when he hang out with me. Like he knew it. He's like, if something's gonna happen. Like I say like 85% of the time we hung out, this nigga was either fucking some girl by the end of the night, making out with some chick. Like something was happening. Like I could name 3 instances off the top of my head. One time I was fucking with this chick, and they was having a little get together at her friend's house. He comes through. I say, yo, come through to this get together. There's like 10 of us chilling here. He comes through to the house, and then the girl I was fucking with, her friend, it was her house. And then I left with the girl I was fucking with, and he stayed there and fucked that chick. You understand? Another time I was at a meetup event. He was with me. He met this little Asian joint, right? And I was talking to her first. So I was like talking to her shit, but I could tell that he was feeling her. So I passed the chick off to him. And then so me, him, and the girl went to a strip club after that, because this nigga wanted to go to strip club. I don't know why the fuck this nigga wanted to go to strip club. But anyway, me and this little Asian chick and him chilling there watching strippers strip and shit.
Oh my God.
I said, nigga, it's getting late. I'm about to head the fuck up out of here. I bounce. This nigga ends up fucking her later that night. You understand what I'm saying? Then there's another chick, another situation where I remember where we was at this bar, and I was talking to this girl, and he was talking to this chick too, or whatever. And you ever talk to a chick and you realize you don't like her after like 10 minutes of talking to her? You're like, this chick's whack or whatever, right? So I introduced her to him. So I was like, maybe he liked this motherfucker. So he's talking to her. She tells us that her boyfriend or some shit is out of town or whatever it is like that, and all this other shit. So then for some reason, this is the funniest shit ever. She says she has a fetish for gay porn. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So she invites us back to the crib. So I'm thinking we going through a threesome with this chick, right? So then we get into the crib, and I notice she's fronting in the crib. I'm like, this chick fronting. She's one of them chicks where you got to spend like 3 hours with her before the fucking happen. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So next thing you know, this chick starts putting on gay porn. I said, listen, I'm gonna head out. I said, I'm gonna head out. So then I bounce, and my boy stays, and then he ends up like titty fucking her or doing some other weird shit or whatever. But anyway, all I'm saying is this nigga, he used to hang out with me because he used to hang out with me because, you know.
And the reason why I'm here laughing is because I remember all of these stories, bro. I remember all of these fucking stories. Like, oh my God.
Right. But see, what's funny is that those situations led him to sex, though. You feel what I'm saying? So,
he was macking off the straight to Locario, like just
exactly, right,
straight, just hanging out. Yo, so when are you going out next time, bro?
He would text me that too. He'd be like, "Bro, when you going out again?" He was getting the game energy. He was soaking it up on some Shang Tsung shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga was soaking up the game heavy. He was using me to get pussy. It was
all
crazy.
He do is the alley oops, bro. All he do is catch the alleys. Like that's it, bro. He catch him though. You feel me?
But that was one of his strategies to fuck these women, bro. Because when he was around me, he would get a little bit more bold. Because you know, like he would see that I was talking to the chick, so he felt comfortable. Then he got bolder, so then it was just like a little bit easier for him. But that's what I'm saying. Where what is your strategy? Because then we had a call the other day. Remember the dude that called in? He was 19 years old, and he said, "Yo, I'm getting like a bunch of chicks on Instagram and Tinder," but he's like, "I had a hard time hollering at chicks in the street." But the point was, he fucked like 20 chicks. And he only 19 years old, and the crazy part is that his strategy was getting him to the sex. Right. So even though he wasn't necessarily getting the chicks off the strength of approaching chicks in the street, he was still getting sex in the way that he was getting sex. But whatever he was doing was working for him to get there. So the thing that I want you guys to understand is I don't want you guys to play the game in the sense where you're around women and you're dealing with women, but you're not really getting what you want. You understand? Mm-hmm. So it's almost like you're hanging out with them, you're going on dates, you're talking to them on the phone, all this other stuff, but most of the time you're not getting sex, which is what you probably want. It's almost like you're wasting a lot of time and you think you're doing something. So the problem is that a lot of guys get caught into this web of thinking they're doing something. It's like, you know, when a person goes to the gym, but they not really going to the gym. Like they go to the gym and they probably walk on the treadmill for 3 minutes. They do like 3 or 4 curls. They walk around and listen to their headphones for a little bit. They do like 10 push-ups and then they leave. But they want the feeling of, I go to the gym though. I went to the gym. I worked out, but they don't really do it. You understand what I'm saying? That's what a lot of dudes be liking. A lot of dudes like to like just talk to chicks. Like, yo, but I got her number. There's these chicks that I'm talking to. I got like 3 or 4 chicks I'm talking to, and all they doing is talking to her on the phone. They ain't fucking went out with this girl. They ain't did nothing, but they have the feeling that they're doing something. It's like it's the illusion of action. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I don't want you guys to get caught up in that, because when you get caught up in that, you're doing a bunch of stuff, but it's not getting you to sex. It's not getting you to the women that are actually sexually attracted to you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. But guys, you guys can call up. Caller number is 5163-71224, 5163-71224. Let's go to 757. 757. What's going on?
What's up, bro?
What up? What's going on?
Yo, this is Steven, bro.
What up, my brother? Did you donate?
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. So what's going on?
Every time I call up, bro, it's always like a perfect topic, bro. Because are you smashing? Okay. So the way I like to approach girls, whether it's in a club or whatnot, is by approaching them in the street. Cold approach is like my favorite. Like I like seeing a chick that I want. I walk up and see what's up. Okay, so boom. Last night I'm in Manhattan. I'm sitting by this coffee shop. I'm in Starbucks. Got this cute black chick to my right. I'm talking to her. Turns out she's not about it. She got a boyfriend, whatever. This Asian Joan comes in and sits right next to me on my left. Started talking to her. She's down. I'm like, all right, bet. Everything seems to be cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
I see her like fucking around on the app trying to order a drink. I'm like, look, order the drink and I'm gonna send you the bread. And she's like, nah, I'm gonna just get you the drink. I'm like, bet. So she gets me the drink, whatever. I'm like, yo, I'm in Brooklyn. Come tomorrow. I'm gonna return the favor and get you a drink. But in the meantime, our like conversation in the Starbucks was just flirting. I'm flirting with her, telling her how cute she is, because she was bad. I'm like, this is the type of chick I want. I'm telling her how sexy she is. She's giggling. She's down. So I'm like, all right. She know I'm not on no friendship. So now she lives in East Harlem or some shit. So to get to my spot, it's a couple connecting trains. It's about 45 minutes.
Right.
I told her to text me in the morning. Like text me around 9 o'clock to confirm. Boom, 9 o'clock here. She hit me, bro. I'm like, yo, all right, let's check about it.
Right.
Cool. Come at 1 o'clock. Ends up coming at like 1:30. I'm gonna tell you about that later. She pulls up on time, whatever. Go to the coffee shop, grab a quick coffee, come back to my spot. Okay, so here's my strategy. Since I like Asian girls and stuff too, right? Quote unquote, like a little date is like, I like noodles and shit. Like, I like making my own meals. So I'm like, I'm gonna cook this meal. I'm gonna have you cut up the ingredients, that type of shit. You know, it's like something we do together, you know? And it's a good excuse to come back to my spot. So she seems about it, bro. She seems a fucking about it. We finished eating. She came at 1:30, right? And I said, like, look, because you came late, you get to wash all the dishes. And she cleaned, bro. She cleaned. All right, my fault. I'm gonna get to the point, bro. All right, so we in the room. We watching a movie. My fault.
Now we watching a movie?
Hold on, bro. I want to give you as much detail, bro, because like I don't see where I went wrong, bro. I should have smashed the shit.
You watching a fucking movie, nigga? What the fuck is like? How many fucking activities you gonna do? You gonna get coffee? You gonna come back from the coffee? You gonna make a fucking chop up ingredients? You gonna eat the noodles? Then you go watch TV, nigga? You should have been fucking her already. What are you talking about?
Fuck. So I took too long, huh? That's probably what it was.
Yeah. So what happened? So you watched the movie and then what happened?
All right, so we turn on this movie. I'm watching her or whatever, and the whole time I'm flirting with her, bro. And she seems to be about it. You know what I mean? But she won't fuck with niggas. She would kiss me. She won't do any of that shit. So I'm like, this bitch goofy, bro. Like, why would she come all the way over here and not do nothing? You know what I mean? When I'm flirting with her, when I'm doing all this, and that usually works with the girls that I bring to my spot. So I'm just like, I see Miles shaking his head. I want to know why, bro, because I really want to know where I like.
So wait, so let me ask you this. So with other women, you was doing the same type of shit, and then you would smash?
Sometimes it's different, bro. Sometimes it's different. Sometimes we meet at a bar. The bar's like a block away from my crib, and they come to my crib, and we drink some wine at my spot, and we smash. You feel me? Right. If the girl don't drink, I tell her, look, meet me at the coffee shop. We come to my house. We go to my rooftop. Come back to my crib, and we smash. Right? Type shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
So sometimes it's different.
So this is what I think happened, right? Because let me ask you, with the other girls, were you like cooking with them and watching a movie and all that other extra shit?
All right, so I cooked with the one other girl before that, so I'm still kind of testing this whole cooking shit.
Right. But I'm saying, usually you don't be cooking and doing a bunch of extra shit. Like usually you don't cook, watch a movie, go get coffee. You don't usually do all that extra shit before you smash it, right?
Get coffee, yeah, because usually it's just meet at the coffee shop, grab the coffee and dip.
Okay. Okay. So this is what I think. This is what I think it was. This is what I think it was with this girl. Either one, because I don't know the exact thing that was happening between you and her in that situation. So I would need to like see what was going on. Right. But this is what could have happened. One, what could have happened is because you did so much shit with her, because you said this was like the next day, next morning, right?
Literally, I met her last night.
Right. Okay. And what happened last night? I just like met and then y'all talked, or what did y'all do in that situation specifically?
Yeah, she bought me the coffee. We talked a little bit. I was flirting with her. She seems very interested. You know what I'm saying? I told her where I live. I told her to pull up. And when you said to her, come to the crib, what did you say? Yeah. Like, what did you say were you going to do when you get to the crib? Like, what did you say? Hey, just come to my crib, hang out. Like, what did you say? Because the whole thing was about the noodles. Because all right, so the coffee. So
you told her to come. Wait, so this is what I'm saying. What did you say? Like, what did you say when you said, "Hey, come over to my house because," or "Come over to my house so we can do"? What did you say?
Yeah, come to my crib. I'm gonna make her some noodles. That's it.
Okay, see that? There you go. So what I'm saying is right. So what I'm saying is, see, this is the thing. A lot of times, what happens is that. When you say to a chick, right, come over to my crib to do something else besides sex, you understand what I'm saying? Then what happens is she'll come to your crib, do that other thing besides sex, even though she may assume you want sex, right? But then you giving her you're giving her an excuse. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is this. She probably saw like, oh, I like this guy because she bought you a coffee and shit. She's like, this guy seems cool, whatever, right? Then on top of that, you thought she was bad as shit, didn't you?
Not bad.
No, you said she was bad, nigga. Nigga, you said she was bad. Don't even lie. You said she was bad. So
I did say that.
Exactly. So now, because you said she was bad. So now when dudes be saying chicks is bad, which I don't understand, is that a lot of times subconsciously, y'all be doing a little bit more of that, like, fucking soft shit.
I got a question. Now that we here, because I was gonna bring him here. Now that we here, homie, and bro, if you fuck around and start lying and start qualifying, I'm done with you. Understand? But I need you to tell me exactly how did you compliment this girl when you was sitting with her in the spot the first time you met her?
Okay, so all right, bet. So she had this, nice.
Just tell me what you said, bro. Stop with the bullshit. Just tell me what you said. Just repeat what you said to her.
All right, you look sexy. I like your outfit. You know what I mean? You're very beautiful. I like your face, whatever. Your lips look good, like shit like that.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's. Let me tell you what happened, bro.
Okay.
You pedestalized this bitch.
Damn, bro.
No, hold on. Before you get all heartbroken, let me just run it down the fucking line with you, bro. You came into the situation pedestalizing this chick. You had thirsty energy, and you put yourself below her. That's why she bought you the fucking the coffee or whatever she bought you. She bought you the coffee because she liked the fact that you were pedestalizing her and giving her non-sexual energy. Do you understand? Because here's the thing. The fact that you didn't do anything physical with her, like you didn't make out with her, you wasn't touching her, you didn't escalate physically during the first meeting, that was your first mistake. She was looking at you like, oh, this guy just likes me and wants to shower me with attention and compliments because he thinks I'm better than him.
And that's what happens subconsciously.
And then here's where you fucked up. You doubled down on that shit because you told her to come to your crib to have noodles, not to smash.
Right.
She's like, oh, so I get to come to his crib so he can shower me with more attention and we can cook noodles. So I don't have to give this guy any sexual attention because he's given up all of the attention without me having to be sexual with him at all.
Right. That's what he's talking about, because you know what happened? You set the tone when she bought you that coffee and when you was doing all that extra stuff with the situation. That's why, because I remember when you said she was bad, yo, I already knew it was a rap because that right there switches up the way that you interact with the chick. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. Everything you're doing, once you like, oh, she's bad, everything you're doing is under the umbrella of you having her on the pedestal. You see what I'm saying? So now what happens is that she could be also looking at you like, oh, this guy, he could be on some some boyfriend material shit. You know how women act around boyfriend material niggas. Exactly. They not fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Emotional damage.
You know what I'm saying? So all we saying is this, bro. This is why we said stick to the script. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no matter if she bad or whatever, just give her that same. And we're not saying you can't compliment a chick, right? But what happens is that what happens is that because she was so bad, right? Your compliments were smothered in thirstiness.
Yes.
Which is probably why she could, you see what I mean? Your whole energy was smothered in that. That's why she's acting that way. You see what I mean?
Listen, bro, how old are you, bro? How old are you?
I'm 30, bro.
You're 30. Okay. You're at a prime age for you to start to make the mindset shift, my nigga. You have to understand this. All right. For example, here's a mentality that you need to have. Are you a sneakerhead? Do you like buying sneakers?
I just got into Yeezy, so yeah.
Okay. Do you still like going to the store, or you the type of nigga to shop online?
I just get it online.
You get it online. Have you ever went into a store to buy sneakers though?
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay, cool. Okay, now here's and anybody listening, I need y'all to really think about accepting this type of mindset. Now especially if you're a sneakerhead, right? Think about that feeling that you get when you walk into the store and you see the perfect pair of sneakers on the rack. And you like, damn, I need to see them shits in a 9 or a 10 or whatever your size is. Yo, homie, them joints right there, I need to see them shits in a 10, bro. That's the type of mentality that you need to have when you see a bitch when you about to approach. Because here's the thing. You're not putting the sneaker on a pedestal. You're saying to yourself, those sneakers would look good on me.
Exactly. Facts. Right.
What you did with that chick in the store when you met her for the first time, you sat there and walked up to the sneaker and was like, yo, these sneakers are so fucking, these are the best fucking pair of sneakers I've ever seen in my life. They so shiny. They hot, bro. Yo, these sneakers are so bad that I can't even see them on my own feet because they're just so perfect. They're like the best pair of sneakers in the fucking world, my nigga. Yo, I couldn't put these on my feet because if I wear them, I might dirty them up, my nigga. They just so perfect.
Right.
So you gotta get out of that mindset and you gotta say, no. The reason why those sneakers are so perfect is because they would look best on me.
Exactly.
Because I understand something about my own style that those sneakers would complement my style. Those sneakers are not better than me. Those sneakers would look good on my fucking feet.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So again, so it's the same thing when you see a girl and you walk up to her. You don't say, "Oh, you so bad, you so sexy." No, you say, "Yo, you the type of girl that could compliment my style perfectly. I like that little outfit you got on." You know what I'm saying? I could appreciate your style because I see myself in that. Feel me?
Yeah.
Right, because when you complimenting the chick, right? When you complimenting the chick, it should still always be about you because the compliment should be in relation to you. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing. So what happened was that you was in a situation where you were saying like, oh my God, everything is about you. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Instead of saying,
Right, yeah.
lucky, like you know the Bruno Mars song, "Lucky for You." That's what I like. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so you got to have that type of energy when you're talking to these chicks. You see what I mean? Because that right there is going to set the tone for the interaction. You feel what I'm saying? For her to understand that, but also it's going to get you in a certain mindset and mind frame to not be in a situation where you're pedestalizing her, which is going to cause you to act as if you're being thirsty towards her. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because that's all it does. It's subconscious. It's an automatic thing that happens where you go back into that, like, because this is the thing. What you're doing is that you revert back into your inner simp. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you do that type of shit. Just like when you didn't know how to really deal with women and you was probably like, damn, I don't know what to do with these chicks. I'm going, shit is going crazy, whatever it is like that. And then you start to learn game, and then you start to get better at talking to chicks and doing what you do, and you get more confident. Then you run across that bad chick, and then it's like that's your kryptonite. You understand? You Superman, and the bad chick is your fucking kryptonite. Right. You see what I'm saying? You get weak. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure that you don't you don't do that shit. You feel me?
Top ramen ass nigga. All right, look, because before, like, I used to get my early 20s used to get chicks just based off my looks. You know what I mean? Like, they just fuck me because they think I'm whatever. You know what I mean? They just fuck me because of that. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you guys doing that shit for real, because I really think that energy. Because my shit is just, I like to compliment girls, bro. So I always gotta.
No. That's what I'm saying is because I compliment chicks too. There's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying though is that when I compliment a chick, I'm not sucking her ass. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so you see what I mean? Because, like, for example, I'll give you an example how I compliment a chick, right? So, like, if I see the chick and I say, I'll talk to her and I'll be like, yo, I may say some shit like, man, like, you look sexy as fuck. Like, you would look really good on my bed with them jeans off. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Like, I'm complimenting her, but I'm also telling her what I want to do, but it's all in relation to what I'm trying to make happen in a situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like, I'm not just like being like, oh my God, you're so amazing. And it's also the tone and the vibe. You understand the flirtatious tone you're doing it in. So you're not just saying, oh my God, girl, you're pretty. You know what I mean? Like, hey, miss, you're so pretty. Like, that's nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And you just put it on a pedestal. It's like the reason why I'm complimenting you is because I want you to know this is how I think about you. You understand what I'm saying? In this situation, a relation of what I want. You see what I mean? I'm not just doing this for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of energy you got. You know what I mean?
See, you see, and there was a telltale sign in the way that you were like a fucking puppy dog doing tricks to her. That's why she bought you that coffee, bro. You understand? You were tricking with your compliments. You understand? You were giving her so much of a fucking confidence boost. She was like, "Ooh, let me return the favor. Let me buy him something. Let me give this little doggy a little treat for him fucking rolling over for me." You understand, bro?
Yeah. I understand.
All right, my brother.
Switch that shit up, bro.
All right, man. Real quick. Go ahead, because we gotta get out of here in a few. Go ahead, real quick.
I feel you. All right, so look, I got this other Korean girl that I'm messing with, right? I told her she went out of town like last week, and I told her when you get back in town, she said she's back on Tuesday. Text me on Tuesday, and we'll set something up. Okay, so she didn't hit me, right? So I just not hit her, or just like fucking, you know what I'm saying? Just keep that shit pushing. Just because she didn't hit me when I told her to hit me up.
Well, yeah. So if you told her to hit you up and then she ain't hit you up, then just keep it pushing. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. If she wanted to, she would. If she was thinking about you, she would have made it happen. She'd have been like, "Oh, hey, I'm back in town, yada yada yada." You understand what I'm saying? So also that's why you got to talk to more women, because if you were talking to more women, you wouldn't be thinking about her like that. You would have forgot you told her to hit you up. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, and I did. I'm actually gonna see another girl in a couple hours, bro.
Right.
I just gotta add these tweaks to my game, so I'm not complimenting bitches excessively or complimenting them the right way, you know. So
but remember, it all starts right, but also it starts with your mindset, though. It's not even just about it's the mindset. You got to have the mindset that, look, these girls ain't special. I'm not putting them on a pedestal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm the shit. I'm that dude. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't need to be giving this fucking chick. You understand what I'm saying? Or I guess I should say put her on a pedestal. So I don't want you to think you can't compliment a woman. I just want you to understand where the compliment is coming from. You see what I'm saying? So if it's coming from a place of neediness and weakness and trying to put her on a pedestal, then that's not going to really help you out. But if it's coming from a place of where it's because it's like this, when you're dealing with a chick, right? When she gets the compliment from you, right? It should be like, okay. Think about this. If a rap artist or a musician or somebody who's trying to get put on, right, got a compliment from fucking like Quincy Jones or Diddy or Russell Simmons or something, right? They're like, oh my God, I feel so good that this person complimented me. Like Diddy told me my shit was hot, or Russell Simmons said my shit was fire. You understand? So they're excited to get the compliment from that person because they see that person as, you understand what I'm saying? That type of person versus if they're getting, you're a famous rapper and you're just getting a compliment from a fan. Like, okay, that's cool, but I know you're a fan. You understand? Like you're putting me on a pedestal. You're already sucking my dick. So it doesn't really mean anything like that. You see what I'm saying? So based off of the type of guy who's giving her the compliment, and it is going to make a difference. So you can either be that fan or you could be the music mogul. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
You.
You get it?
All right. I got it. I got one thing about the Bible membership though. Which one should I watch?
All of them.
Reinstate that mindset.
All of them. Watch every. Well, listen. I'll tell you this one. Listen to the one about inner game. I have a program on there about inner game and confidence. That one, right? Those two right there. You need to listen to again if you listen to it already. All right, my brother. Appreciate the call. All right, let's get through these real quick. 941-301 and then 713. We're gonna get through these. Try to get through these super quick. 941. What's popping? Who this?
Yo, what up? It's your boy Jay. What's good?
What up, bro? Did you donate?
So, did I donate? No, I ain't donate.
Bro, I'm gonna have to hold on.
I need your help.
I'm gonna have to let you go, bro. I'm gonna have to let you go. Let's go to 301. 301. 301. What's popping? Who this?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? Did you donate?
You hear me?
Yes, sir. Did you donate?
Yeah, of course.
All right. What's going on?
Now, yeah, so my game isn't really getting me the cheeks I want, so I gotta use money.
This nigga. Oh my God. So
that I just gotta use. I got money.
So wait,
you know what I'm saying?
So that's how you get it popping. You just paying the chicks to fuck.
Yeah, that's how I clap cheeks. Yes.
Oh man,
what's your question though, bro?
Yeah, so like on the real shit though, like you guys say that hey, you got to be direct, but let's just keep it a buck. That don't really work. Like, 'cause most of the time, they're gonna be like,
hold on, bro. Listen. Here's the thing, guys. Notice how this guy came in. He came in talking about the fact that in order for him to clap cheeks, he got a trick. So therefore, caller, respectfully, you don't have any type of authority to tell us what works and what doesn't work, bro. I'm sorry. You can't run a call like that, bro. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, no disrespect. I have no respect. I got to disagree with that. First of all,
yo, you just said that you got to pay to fuck bitches, bro. How are you gonna tell us what works and what don't work? That's what I'm saying.
With all due respect, no disrespect. I have no respect. Listen,
this nigga's goofy.
They did a study on this. They did a study.
A study. He's one of these data. You like the data, don't you, nigga?
I got the data.
This nigga.
I got the data.
I can see why you gotta pay, bro. Honestly. So what's the data? What's the data?
Like being direct, asking chicks like, hey, let's go back to my place, let's smash, whatever. That only has a 1% chance of working.
Really? Where's the data from?
You feel me?
Where's the data from?
It's I forgot, but it's out there.
Nigga, step up. Use some of that. Use some of that tricking money and get your ass on the Bad Boy membership. Stop fucking around, because
undeniable game.
This nigga, I gotta get him out of here. He's done. He's done.
You a bitch, nigga. You call me, nigga. You wasting my time, bitch ass nigga. Fuck you talking about.
All right, 713 was good.
Oh, yes, sir. How you doing, Mr. Locario? How you doing, Miles? This is the monogamous player. Yes, sir. I donated.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. What's going on? What's going on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I already know that y'all trying to leave, so I'm only going to have just 2 minutes. But I was actually listening to your live stream off Instagram that you posted yesterday, Mr. Locario,
right,
where you was talking to that guy. And I actually like the back and forth because, you was, just giving him game and, you were just teaching him some things. And it was one thing that he was talking about, right? And he kept referring to bad experiences or, I guess, negative experiences with women, right? And he was basically trying to, I guess, gap it out to where he made it seem like players don't have bad experiences from women.
Right.
And you actually stopped him. You was like, well, when you think about a real player has good experiences and has also experienced bad experiences with women. But one thing about a player know how to decipher through that, understand the tendencies of a woman that he's experiencing a good experience with versus the woman that he's experienced a bad experience with. And he can use those tendencies to navigate to find out what he really wants in a woman moving forward.
Right.
Because I feel like as a guy, if you're only experiencing good experiences from a woman, you're going to be naive on the good side.
Right.
If you're only experiencing bad experiences from a woman, you're only going to be naive on the bad side. But if you're a guy that, dates women, get out here, cold approach, sometimes you are going to get denied. But even you talked about it, Miles. You said that, I think you was actually explaining this to a guy. You getting denied is actually what you wanted because you was direct with the woman and the woman let you know what she was going to do, and moving forward, you know what you're going to do versus you just fucking with a woman that's gonna, play you and use you for your time and, have medium interest and all that type of stuff, right?
Right.
So I just really just want to agree with you on that, Mr. Locario. As a guy, you need to have experience on the good side and on the bad side, so you can learn from the good side and learn from the bad side, and you learning from the bad experiences will actually help you enhance your good experiences with women, because whenever you have a good experience with a woman, now you know what you would do in a situation, what you're willing to deal with, your tolerance level on certain things and stuff like that. So that's all I wanted to say, guys. I just feel like as a man having game, you have to have experience on both sides so you can realize what you want at the end of the day. Thank y'all so much, and I'm looking forward to your show tomorrow.
That's what's up, bro. Real talk. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Shout out to We're Not Gonna Play in the building. People.
But that's kind of like that short I put on my channel, because I titled it from that same joint, because I titled it, if you don't understand both sides, then your perspective is flawed.
Right, exactly. That's real shit. That's real fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us today. So tomorrow we're gonna have the Friday show 4:00. And come holler at us. Make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Make sure you guys join that. Make sure you guys get up on that Game Kings documentary. Also, make sure you guys get the book Looks Don't Matter. Make sure you guys check that shit out. Go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. And anything else, Miles, you want to say before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, that's it, man. But get up on that Bad Boy membership, man, because y'all need it, bro.
Yes, sir. Facts.
I hope y'all realize, respect to the callers. Thank you for calling in, but realize I need it, bro. Like, y'all need it. You know what I'm saying? So let's go, man. Get on that membership. Let's go, man. Let's get the knowledge so we can get what we want out of this lifetime before we get the fuck up out of here. You feel me?
Exactly. All right, man. We out of here. Peace. Later.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're going to have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting something.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, the things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.